It is of no doubt that Nepal is one of the ultimate tourist destinations in the world. Tourism is one of the most promising sectors in national economy, contributing 12% to the GNP. Exclusively designed by the nature, Nepal is an exotic hotspot museum for the best of the enthralling and bewitching natural and cultural delights. The prevalence of the unique biodiversity and the several of the climatic attributes have really decorated Nepal. Thus, tourism serves with the boundless possibilities in Nepal. The UK has always been the prime market for the tourism in Nepal. Since the bilateral relation between the two countries is age-old, many tourists from the UK flood in to witness the major foundations of Nepal-UK relationship. The UK is the first country with which Nepal was first tied up in diplomatic relationship. The Gurkha regiment is serving in the UK for more than 200 years. It does not end up there. The first historical expedition of the Mount Everest was sponsored by the UK. It was sponsored with the purpose of marking the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II. Most importantly, Mount Everest was named after the British surveyor George Everest from the Royal Geographic Society. Thus, these factors depict how important the UK is for Nepal tourism and its diplomatic ties. The precedent: Visit Nepal 1998. The Department of Tourism, which used to be the sole body looking after Nepal tourism industry prior to 1999, took the initiation of the Visit Nepal 1998 national campaign. Tourism entrepreneur Karna Shakya was appointed the national coordinator for the campaign. Since such a campaign was never held in the country before, so the whole campaign was just focused in welcoming the target number of tourists in Nepal. 500,000 tourists were targeted then. Although declaring year 1998 as a tourism year was welcomed by various stakeholders within and outside the country in positive ways, the promotion and the branding was seen weak. Had it been useful in devising all the embassies and consulates in the foreign land, the campaign would have taken the new direction. In many of the European countries, people still understood Nepal as the part of India, and most of the tourism packages are sold as additional trip. Besides Nepal's regular participation in WTM, there has not been done much in promotion on consumer level. We can understand this could perhaps be due to lack of sufficient budget and political unrest. However, in such a situation, few Nepali and British friends living in UK, led by Mr. Rajaram Giri, took the private initiative not only to help Nepal Tourism Board and other institutions working for the promotion of Nepal, but to create general awareness among British about Nepal and its multidimensional tourism products. To a greater extent, they had been successful too in inducing the attention of large pool of people. They were keen to establish the independent fame of Nepal. Mr. Giri well utilized the opportunity in South Downs College in Portsmouth, UK on 2nd June 1998 in advocating the Visit Nepal year 1998, the program which made Giri today tourism personality. Then Nepalese ambassador, His Excellency Dr. Singh Bahadur Basnath, and the national coordinator for the Visit Nepal 1998, Mr. Karan Shakya, were also present in the seminar, which proved to be the milestone for them.
Really amazing. The government, private sector, and the public participation to make Visit Nepal is really very, very amazing. It's something like a festival going on throughout the year, from the day 1st to 31st of December 1998. Raja has already mentioned quite a lot about Nepal.
The Visit Nepal year 1998 concluded with huge success. Following this event, the government of Nepal dissolved the Department of Tourism and formed Nepal Tourism Board in 1999 under the public-private partnership concept. In the meantime, Mr. Rajaram Giri and his allies continued to promote tourism in the UK. The Himalayas Nepal magazine, quarterly published and distributed in the UK, is the outcome of their endeavor. They began to publish this magazine in search of the tourism promotion in the UK. This magazine was and is the only information tablet available in the whole UK. These Ignited Minds organize several of the seminars and workshops in the UK on regular basis, inviting top mountaineers, ex-British ambassadors, celebrities, Even they had been successful in drawing the attention of the royal palace. The Royal Palace massacre in 2001 was an unfortunate event, which influenced the tourism sector too. Simultaneously, the Maoist insurgency was at the culmination, so the tourism sector was a hard hit. Many international media had defamed Nepal. Even some countries suggested their nationals not to visit Nepal, apparently due to the security cause. The impacts could be seen in the UK too. Tour operators had outnumbered Nepal. Travel agencies dropped the Nepal operation. So as a whole, the tourism potentiality had notably diminished. No remarkable assurance was issued on the safety of the tourists by the government yet. So Mr. Giri, along with his friends, undertook the job of assuring and convincing the travel agents and tour operators. They tried to persuade the international media, organized the press tour and press meets annually, where they appealed the media not to publish and broadcast the misleading and falsified stories on Nepal, but to write ground reality. They tried to convince the media about the security for the tourists. Mr. Giri even lobbied to different ranks and files in the government of UK about the persisting security situation in Nepal. It's the continual efforts of few Nepali and British friends that tourism perception in the UK remains unadulterated. For the first time, Nepali Travel magazine is being distributed from the 500 outlets of W.H. Smith in UK. W.H. Smith is one of the famous high street bookstores with shops all over the UK. Now, we are at the opening verge of the Nepal Tourism Year 2011 with its slogan, Together for Tourism. The NTB is doing much to promote the campaign, but still there are many lapses. Our focus should not only be target number of tourists, that is 1 million, but government and institution designated for the Nepal Tourism Year should focus on mitigating the city pollution, enlarging airport capacity, and developing the tourism infrastructure. The NRN Association and the embassies and the consulates abroad could be the best point to run this campaign smoothly. The NTB seems reluctant in devising these components and in spending part of the budget in these programs. It is to be noted that in the Visit Nepal year 1998, 38,000 tourists from the UK arrived to Nepal. During the time of insurgency, it dropped to 17,000. Last year, it rose to 27,000. This fact shows the shift in the paradigm of tourist arrival in Nepal from the UK. Now the beacon of hope is seen to be rising. The contribution of few individuals can turn to a larger magnitude. The probability rises to infinite if all the concerned authorities and organizations and people go hand in hand. Only then the slogan of the Tourism Year 2011, that is, Together for Tourism, will be seen concurrently. Now there are 16 fully dedicated tourism-related associations and 12 international airlines to Nepal, along with the 8 domestic airlines. For hospitality, there are 7 5-star hotels, 7 4-star hotels, and 13 3-star hotels within Kathmandu alone. Similarly, there are more than 30 full-service resorts in Nepal. 504 trekking companies are licensed. There is much to be done in improvisation of the infrastructures. The only international airport of the country needs another alternative. More trained and qualified manpower should be produced. Most of all, the branding of the country is the urgent need. After all, tourism is for all, and it is the most promising industry. We should not let this industry wither away. All we need is the unified vision and action to establish this industry forever.